What kind of show am I going to talk about today? It's a little bit of everything. All right, first of all, I have news and updates and everything else. I got receipts. I got to do them on Fetch. Are you doing Fetch? My sister said, Angela, I have been doing these receipts for months, and I still only have $25. You got to sign people under you so that you will get more points. So I said, go find some people. Go get all your kids, because she has 7 kids. Get them to sign all under you and everything. And then you get, like, over 2,000 points. And then have them use your number. What's my number? I'll put my link for Fetch in the link below. And then you will get points and they will get points. And then you just take pictures of your receipts. Okay. Jamie went shopping. I love to get his receipts so I can see what he bought. He bought a turkey for $25. He didn't tell me he bought the turkey for the year. And a sirloin roast, apples, bananas, tangerines, cream cheese, milk, sour cream, Sunny D. He loves Sunny D, the smooth one, not the tangy one. And that's about it. Thanks. How much did he spend altogether? Let's see. $83.70. Thanks, Jamie. All right. So what am I going to talk about today? We're going to announce a winner to the chair. Tissue. See, it's a toilet paper cover. All right. I mailed 3 packages today. I mailed one to... Oh, let me get their names. I should have had their names right here instead of in my drawer. All right. I'm getting it. The one lady lives in Canada, and I mailed hers. I can't remember her name. I better remember it because I have to write it down. Anyway, she knows if you're watching, the Canada lady. And I mailed it. And all right, I'm slipping this in somewhere in my videos because I looked up the name of the Canada lady who I sent to today. Susan is her name, and she lives in Ontario, Canada. She already knows she won, but she doesn't know that I mailed it today. So I mailed hers, and Janet in Waterloo, Iowa, and Gina Harris. So those were the 3 packages I mailed today. So I'm slipping this in so that you guys can hear it, because I was not prepared would before, but those were the ones I mailed packages to. All right, if anybody follows, they know that I mailed a package and a lady didn't get it. Ann Enste. It could be Annie Enste or Ann Enst. I don't know. And she lives in Jersey City. So I finally found the receipt and the tracking number. So I went to the post office and I said, could you please track this? Because she never did get it. And sure enough, it went to a facility and it got off the truck and they, logged it, but then it never got to her. So one lady said, well, now she's getting 2. No, she's not lying. She didn't get it. It's somewhere in outer space floating around. So anyway, we found out the end of the story. So I mailed her another one. And she did get it this time. And if she doesn't get it, if she does get it, then she's lucky. If it never shows up, then whoever gets it, I hope they enjoy it and have a good life with it. All right, so Janet in Waterloo, I said that. I'm trying to find the one from Canada. I read her name on there. Oh, here's something I wrote down. Someone who was dying said, I don't know how they know. Well, they weren't dead yet. Don't be sad for me. We all come to this world to be tourists. Enjoy life. Go sightseeing. Do good deeds. I just so happen to be leaving earlier than others. I guess I wrote that down because that's what I want to say to people. Well, I don't want to die earlier than others. All right. Have you ever woke up in the morning and you are so sad because you found out something bad? That happened to me. I found out something so sad. And it was Amy and I were going to do something together, and now she can't do it. So I was so sad and, instant depression. Like I'm telling myself, I'm never going to leave the house again. Feeling sorry for myself and forlorn. Anyway, so I just kept busy. What was I doing to keep busy when I was depressed? I packaged these up and I repaired all my broken jewelry. I had some chains here that were broken. And do you have a jewelry repair kit with the pliers? I do. So I was repairing all my jewelry, and I got this one from Temu, and I wanted to put this kind of hook on it instead of the stabby in the neck one. And I was fixing it, and I dropped it. And I know I felt it between my legs, and I spent all morning looking under, looking back, and trying to find it. I never found it until I got to the post office, and guess where I found it? Something was scratching me down here, and I kept scratching, and finally I went after it. The earring, this Christmas tree earring, fell inside here. Luckily, it didn't fall all the way through. I rarely have things fall all the way through, though, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I found it. But I was just back to saying, sometimes when we get really sad or depressed or get bad news or something, and we're just like, you know how your heart just sinks to your disappointment, or it doesn't go the way you want. So that is the time when we really do kind of dig in and do things that we didn't want to do and get them done. Anyway, for me it is. And I've heard of people that lost somebody or they're grieving and they paint a bunch of pictures or write songs because they're so sad. But then, I was trying to figure out the solution to it, and I talked to Trevor, and he solved the problem. And so he's going to do it with me. Go with me instead of Amy. And so I hope it'll work out. I have to have a little surgery. And Jamie's not well enough to go, so Amy was going to go with me. So I don't want to mention what the surgery is. It's kind of like a female thing. So now Trevor said he would do it during Christmas. Anyway, I'm hoping it'll work out because, I have my heart set on it. I need it. I need it for my health. All right. Another thing that happened today. I did get a Temu something from the local warehouse that's not local to me, but it's not across the ocean. And I have one of these from Temu. Have you ever had one? And you put water in it and you put the oil in it. And I don't know how it does it, but it looks like flames coming up. And I just love it so much. Well, they had them on, it's $10 or so. So I ordered one from Temu. And look what came. Now, we need to look at the measurements more. I thought I was going to get one like this. And I bought it for Emily for Christmas. So I thought I was getting one like this. And this is what came. I didn't even know they made him this little. So I was disappointed. I guess I'll still give it to her. But, when you are like me, you want one that has enough water in it. It lasts through the night, even the evening. So you don't have to fill it again. So that was kind of disappointing to me. But we've got to look at, because, they're not as cheap as they used to be, Temu. And they're trying to deceive us for the size. So give me a thumbs up if you agree with that, with me on that. I'm not going to say it at the end because I tried to give a thumbs up on something I liked and I didn't do it fast enough and it was gone before I could do it. All right, look, I wore my ring. And soap and water was under it, and now I got an itchy rash. Does that ever happen to you? And put some alcohol on it. That happens to me. I have to be very careful to always dry under my rings. All right. So after I talked to Trevor, he made me feel so much better. So then I'm having a better day. So I went to the mailbox. Luckily, I had these all packaged up, the 3 of them, and I mailed them. All right. So my day started out sad for me, but it ended up good. So I was happy. So now I'm done with all of these. So now I'll be starting another one for another winner. Oh, I do have this one. But I always have one here that is not mailed away in case I need emergency something, gift. Because you know me, I'm always about emergency. Okay, I'm looking to see if I said everything I wanted to. I repaired all my jewelry. And I made a bunch of craft things for my packages I mail. And so I did that because I was grieving. I didn't cry, luckily. But I made the little envelopes as a craft thing. You get any envelope you want the size of, and you open it up, and you use that for a pattern. And so I made all of these. And that is where I bought this tablet paper at our new Dollar General. And it has all the colors of paper in here, see? And so I was going to make envelopes out of it. And that's where I found that receipt for the tracking number. But I always put them in here. So I just couldn't believe that I didn't put it in here. And I looked through it many times. Because this is my tax book for taxes. Like, hey, everybody, she said that, you know, her taxes because of this YouTube channel. You got to save your receipts because, you know, whatever cost you to make your channel, you get to deduct it. And I'm a big one for saving receipts and trying to be organized. So I spent $31.95 today on the packages. And 95 cents. So I write it down with the date so that I can keep track. But this one receipt, I just couldn't believe I didn't have it. I did have it. It was inside that thing. Don't ever do that. Think that I'll just leave it in there. I'll find it later. Don't do that. Wait for later because then you're going to lose it. So I have all of them. And then I write it down on the dates and everything. So when tax time comes, all I have to do is add it because I have it all written. I don't have to go through the receipts and look it up again. So, because I don't think I'll have to pay taxes because I buy enough stuff. Some of it can be deductible, not all of it. Whatever you buy, because you had to buy it to make a show. But if it's food, no. But if you bought food for a cooking show, then yes, you can deduct that food, but not all your food. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not an expert about it, so we'll see what happens. But one year, we sold Hillary her land, her plot of land, her 4 acres, whatever. Anyway, we sold it for $22,000, so that we had to report. We didn't have to pay extra taxes on that, so I'm hoping we'll be okay. All right, now, I have to think ahead for Christmas because I have so many people. 55, 56, 57 people to think about at Christmas time. So I went to the store today after I mailed my packages because I wanted to check on, they had some towels that were on sale and I wanted to get them for Chad for Christmas because he always needs pretty new towels. And so they were gray and they were $3.47 each and they're nice towels, so I got them. Then I looked, the guy, I know him who works there, he goes, the Halloween candy is now 75% off. I go, what? And so I was so thrilled. So I went and bought 21 bags of candy, 97 cents each, because I'm going to give every grandchild a big bag of candy for themselves. I will show it to you after this, and I'll show you all of it laid on my bed. It's going to be a lot of wrapping, all those packages. But I could get gift bags. Gift bags are more money for package wrapping than just wrapping paper. So anyway, they're going to love it. Okay, because if I was a kid, I would love that whole big bag of candy just to myself. All right, I want to tell you another hint. Now, it's getting to the end of the week, so it's going to be time to wash my hair again. But I want to show you something. If you have been wearing, like say you're part, I usually part my hair on this side, you know, like this. But when your hair is dirty, then go for the other side. Part it on the other side. And then it's like cleaner on this side for some reason. So I just did a different part. Now I can go till tomorrow. Oh, look, the gray. I'm grayer on this side. So you know what I do then? I take my little Temu thing. I saw another lady that does a haul. I don't remember what her name is. And they were pink ones like this, but she bought some. Look how that covers that up. Kind of dulls it. I don't really like this applier though. The spray, I like the spray better. And I don't have the part where I had it earlier. Where's something sharp I can part my hair with? I'll use this fork. So you just part it on the other side, and then it looks all fluffy again. Well, I know some people's hair that won't work, but for mine it does. And look, dyeing my hair. But I'm just thankful that we have hair dye to do it. But I ordered some gray wig that looks like my own hair, this long of gray. I'm going to really put it on like it's really like I would wear it outside, not just take my hair back and put it on for you to see. I'm going to do it the right way and put the skull cap on, you know, the wig cap, and do it right. And then see what I would look like with gray hair. Because now Jamie doesn't want me to dye my hair. I mean, let my hair go gray. I don't want it either. But I still want to see what I look like. Tired. Okay. The other thing I wanted to say about Christmas. So I'm getting ready and wrapping things. I even was wrapping this gift with the paper, but then I thought, wait, I got to show them how don't get ripped off. But I was wrapping this because I'm not saving it all for Christmas Eve and then try to wrap everything and never get any sleep that night. So I do it as we go along, and I usually keep a list. But this year, I'm giving basically everybody the same thing, and so I don't need a list. And so I know one thing. My kids and grandkids do not want these, and that makes me sad. I said, why don't you want one? No, Grandma, no. Oh, and I cleaned out my laundry room. That's what I did yesterday. And boy, if you watched me, I helped Jamie hauling weeds outside, you know, and putting them in the dumpster and stuff. I mean, the burn pile. And so I helped him do that. And I was worn out. That was hard. All those loads back and forth. It was more than just what you saw on the video. And so I had to do my own thing, my own chores too. And so by the time I went to bed at 5. I didn't go to sleep at 5, but I went to bed at 5. That's how tired I was. I can't find my tape. My tape's gone. I was going to wrap this present right now. I'll have to wait. So then, when I was going to town to mail the packages and getting that candy and stuff, Jamie goes, when you get back, we could go up to the ranch and dig potatoes. I said, no, Sorry. He goes, I just have one more section to do. I said, no, I'm sorry. I'll be tired. I'll be busy. I'm doing my own thing. So I turned him down because I don't want him to do it. He went to the doctor today. Again, I didn't go with him this time because nothing has changed. He didn't have the test, the echo. It's going to be an echocardiogram. He didn't have that. He didn't take the new medicine because it was $600 a month. We can't afford that, you know. If we had to buy that every month, we wouldn't be able to pay our taxes at the end of the year. You think your house is paid for, like us. Oh, our house is paid for. No, it isn't, because you pay like $6,500 a year taxes. So that is like a house payment every month that we have to save. But Wyoming, I filled out the papers because Wyoming has, if you've paid taxes for 25 years in Wyoming, what's the other, and you're on a fixed income or something. Anyway, you can apply for this help and get half of the taxes cut on your house. So we have till May to turn the papers in. So I filled all the papers out. Trevor told me about it. So that's for 2025. And Jamie goes, well, darn. And I said, no, when 2025 comes, we'll be thrilled. We did it. But anyway, he went to the doctor, and the doctor said that, I don't remember how many pounds he did lose being on the water pill. And is it LASIK surgery? I mean, medicine? I don't know what that $600 a month one was. Anyway, they told him to keep taking the water pill he's doing. And then there's a form that he can, this is a perfume, a form that he fills out. He has to take our income tax papers in to qualify for, you know, some help with your medicine. So I don't know if we qualify or not, because, you know, we don't live just on Social Security. We have another income from some land we sold. And so I'm thinking that we may not qualify because we're not like dirt poor. We're just mediocre living on a fixed income. My dad always said, we have sufficient for our needs. That's what I say. We have sufficient for our needs. But we have a travel savings account that we're dwindling away because I believe in enjoying your money and spending your money so that the kids can just inherit your furniture. I'm spending my children's inheritance. I believe in that because Jamie and I, it's our money, not theirs. They shouldn't have their little grubby hands thinking, you're living high on the hog, don't spend so much. Why would they say that? Because they want the money when we're dead. No, you don't get it. We're spending it all we can, enjoying life. And I'm making Jamie do it because when I married him, he had a different attitude. Like he wants to save all the money for the kids' inheritance. What? No. He's the one working hard. And if you watch anybody who's inherited money, they buy a brand new car. Most people buy a brand new car. I said, Jamie, you need to buy the brand new car instead of letting your kids inherit the money and then they buy a brand new car. So then he did. He bought a brand new car. And that's what he deserved because he's the one who worked masonry, sawing bricks that ruined his lungs now because he has COPD. And the doctor again, did you smoke in your life? No, we never smoked. And so they think he did because his lungs. And then he milked cows. You got to do that twice a day for every 7 days a week. And he did that for years and years. And he's the one who worked like a dog more than just 8-hour job a day. So I tell him, Jamie, it's your money. If you want to buy what you want to buy, do it. You're the one that made the money. So that's my philosophy. But my kids never expected anything in their life to get anything because I don't, you know, my Social Security is very sad. And I always just had sidekicks that I worked up being my own person and sewing for people and everything. So I didn't have a big retirement or anything like that to get money, a pension. I didn't have that. All my sisters all did. They got retirements and pensions, but I didn't because I'm the middle child, the loser child. Anyway, Jamie still married me, though, because I had the most dependents. When he married me, he got to claim all those dependents then. Can you tell I'm just rambling on and on? I haven't talked about the president that won. I feel so bad for those people who are so disappointed and think that everything's going to be horrible. It's not going to be horrible. It's going to be fine. Nothing is going to affect you. What has affected us already has happened. Higher insurance, higher gas, higher groceries, all of that. That is not going to change. Hopefully, once fracking starts, gas prices will go down. And the stock market's doing really good right now. And, you know, we need to have hope for the future, not be down and out. And I mean, you know, I have hope that, you know, now if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. So let's change it up and not have the same thing as we did the last 4 years. So maybe it'll be better. They're not going to kill you. Remember that. Unless you kill somebody else, you're not going to get killed. Things are going to be fine. And if you live in a rural place like me and you didn't watch the news, then nothing would change. And I have one sister that doesn't listen to it at all. She doesn't care. She doesn't listen. And she's doing fine. She says gas in their town is good, and so is groceries. She shops at Sam's Club, and she shops at Costco. And she said Walmart has cheap food, too. We don't have a Walmart here either. So I got to spend like $50 in gas to go to the bigger town, to go to Sam's Club to buy giant amounts of name brand food that I hope I can eat before it goes bad for Jamie and I. And then I got to buy giant bags of nuts, giant bags of everything, and then spend like $100 on giant stuff when I only just needed this much for my recipe. And Walmart, we don't have a Walmart. I have to spend $50 to go to Walmart. So am I really going to save anything? I'd have to buy a lot out of town to make it work. So, I don't buy name brand products because there's a few things like Cheetos. The name brand ones are better than the generic Cheetos. There's a few things like that the name brand are better. But you're spending more. You got to spend more then for that stuff. So I'm always too cheap. I just buy the store brand. What is it called right now? It's not Western Family anymore. It's called Great Value. I don't know what it's called. Club Chief? No. Club something. Anyway, I usually just buy those brands. But I know I have some family relatives that only buy the name brand stuff. So go for it if you want to do that. But I'd rather have money left over for Temu because this perfume smells really good. And it is generic. And I have the real one too, though. They're like two different ones. And I don't think any of them, they say it stays with you longer. I just think you get used to the smell after a while, so you can't smell it. Because I've tried the real one too, and it's not staying with me any longer than you have to reapply. Just like, lipstick, you got to reapply it. Or you put that kind on that stains your lips. I know you found this out. Stains your lips and dries them out so bad that you're licking them all day and the color's still there because now they're chapped red because you've been licking them because that stuff is so dry. Oh, they give you a little tube of lubricant to put on after you put on that stain lipstick. Okay. Well, that lasts for about 6.5 minutes, and then that's gone, and you're back to your dry, stained lips that are so dry. So I don't like that Scentsy, whatever that stuff was called. I have it still, and I won't buy it. And then if you buy the kind that is too greasy, it's gone real fast too. So we have a hard time finding the right answer. This is a new one that I bought. What brand is it? Revlon. I find Revlon is a pretty good one. It's still considered a drugstore kind. But I always think of this as the lip gloss. And I'm always trying to unscrew it. And then I remember, oh, it's pull. But I do like it a lot. But I don't remember. I think I bought it on Amazon. Now, I bought Jamie a little zip-up sweatshirt, Hanes sweatshirt that was on sale on Amazon. And I want him to try it on, but he won't try it on now for 2 days. I said, please try it on. So if it doesn't fit, I can send it back. Please try it on. He makes me be a hound and always on him all the time. But it's for a reason. I'm not really a biatch, but with his health and with his things like that. But he did today. He goes, Angela, because, he never calls me honey. He never calls me sweetie. He never says Angie. It's always, Angela, will you pick me out an outfit to wear to the doctor? Yes, I will. Black pants and a nice Levi brand, plaid, black and blue. Anyway, he looked really nice today. And so the right shoes and everything. I thought, now I wanted him to wear that new jacket I got him with it. And I thought he would, and he didn't. He probably wore the gray one. But anyway, I've been trying to teach him for 30 years how to dress and how you... The other day he came out. I said he got in trouble twice. And I only said once. He came out dressed and he thought he was doing good. I said, Jamie, what shirt are you wearing? My good one. I said, that is your vacation shirt with the little palm trees on it and the little huts and that's your Hawaii shirt. And it's winter snowing outside. You're supposed to wear from the winters. I organized his clothes, work shirts, summer dress shirts, and then the winter shirts that are flannel and stuff. You're supposed to be picking from that pile now. Well, I thought this was a good one. Go back to the drawing board. He did, though. And that's why today he wanted me to pick out the outfit. It just doesn't come to him what he thinks would look good with what. And to me, it's just elementary to think about it, but he doesn't get it. And I said, didn't you have seasonal clothes, girl, your life? No, he never did. He wore everything all year round. So I'm trying to teach him, but I don't want to be a biatch with him. And then he went to the store and bought candy yesterday or the day before. It was 50% off. And he spent a lot, but he was buying it for himself, which I said, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. If you want Tootsie Rolls, buy it. But the doctor told him he's supposed to keep trying to lose weight. I don't know what that candy he's going on. Now, it's not a temptation to me because my guilty pleasure is baked goods. Like if I make some more of that pumpkin chocolate chip bread, I like it better than the pumpkin brownies. But I really want some more of that chocolate chip bread. It's so good. And that could be my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I would be fine. And that's why I look the way I do. You are what you eat. I look like a loaf of bread. That's what I like to eat. All right, I'm going to go now. I'll show you everything I bought at Family Dollar and hook it onto here. Because I'm proud of it, my sale for my grandkids. Will their parents be mad? No, because their parents are my children, and I raised my children. We like that 50% off candy, and they won't get mad at me. Now, the in-laws, Levi, he used to get mad at me. When Kyler was little, he goes, Grandma, he was like 5. My dad doesn't really like you. And I said, he doesn't. And, they hear what talk when I'm not there. So I'm kind of really believing him. He doesn't like me. Why? Because you buy us too much candy. And I said, all right. And I'm thinking, we'll eat the candy then before you go home. But I don't know. He's been my son-in-law now for 15 years. And we never had a problem. So he hides it well if he doesn't like me. So, and then Todd and Emily, they've been married. Oh, they're getting probably close to 19 or 20 years. That's good. Trevor and Misty, I think their oldest child is like 24, so they're going to be married 25 years or something. And then they're all doing good. Cameron, he had a divorce and remarried, but he's been with this wife a long time, 8 years or something. And Tyson got divorced and remarried, and he and Cindy are doing good. All right, I'll end it. Goodbye. What am I doing now? Here it is. You guys, I went to Family Dollar, and the Halloween candy now was 75% off. So I got these good candies for 97 cents a bag. And I got 21 of them. And I'm going to give each a bag to each. Like Credence, his favorite candy is Kit Kats. And I got a bag for all the grandkids that live here, which is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 bags will go to grandkids. And then they had towels marked down. And they're nice, pretty nice ones for $3.47. I got 4 of them for Chad. So I think I spent like $27, $28 for this. So the kids will be happy. They don't care if it has a Halloween thing on it. Some of them don't, though. Look, the M&Ms and the Kit Kats, they don't have Halloween. So I'll spend all day wrapping those. All right, I'm slipping this in somewhere in my videos because I looked up the name of the Canada lady who I sent to today. Susan is her name, and she lives in Ontario, Canada. She already knows she won, but she doesn't know that I mailed it today. So I mailed hers and Janet in Waterloo, Iowa, and Gina Harris. So those were the 3 packages I mailed today. So I'm slipping this in so that you guys can hear it, because I was not prepared before, but those were the ones I mailed packages to. All right,